フェイセブルーイディーズ、フェイセブルーイディーズ。
お、ジョーカーさん押す？あれ？え、ガチ？ちょっと待って、俺マジでロナウジーノ使いたいんだけど。トッティだけは本当にやめてほしい。せめてジェラードかロナウジーニョ。頼む。うわーあー、もう何もいらない。いや、使いたかったんだよな、こいつ。
自分はベルバト吹きました。
ベルバト吹きた。待って、ガチでガウーシュ当たったわ。サバカの方で引きに行く後で。ガチガウーシュ本当に嬉しい。こいつどこ上がるんだ？決定力上がるのか。こいつ何持ってんの？フェノミナルパスか。オッケー。80あれ十分だな。脚力もそんないらないから、こんなもんでいいか。おい、弱えじゃねえかよ、こいつ。もうちょっと強いのかなと思ったらめちゃくちゃ弱えじゃねえかよ。話にならないな説あるぞ、これ。大丈夫とこれ。おー、めちゃくちゃ弱えな、あいつ。どこにいんだ、あいつ。あ、いたいたいたいたいたいた。まあまあこんなもんか。適当にブースターつけとこう。 パス、ナイスー。ああ、いいね。ワンタッチパスないのこいつ。キモ。ワンシューもないじゃん。弱っ。ワンシューないのか、ウーショ。ガチ。ワンシュー、ガチで。ドリブルしねえからな、俺も今。いらねえんだよな、正直ドリブル。どうしよう。まあいいかも。ワンシューはさすがにつけないとダメだよね。29歳のロナウジーニョか。俺ワンシュー余ってたっけ？山ほどあるわ。別にミドルシュートは持ってないの？ああ、ああ、ああ。まあこんなとこか。ロナウジーニョ、スーパーサブ。よっしゃ。もうこれでいいや。トイレ行きたいな。トイレ行きたいけど、電波見てからじゃないといけない。さすがにブラジルのやつとマッチングするわけにいかねえからな。よし、行ってこよう。よいしょ。 強い人だった。よいしょ。チーム名はちょっとわかんねえな。
現3900位の方ですね。
3900位の人ありがとう、ジョコさん。現3900位か。わかんねえな、じゃあ。
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Valverde in acres of space out wide. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Plays a sharp little ball here. He is through here. And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
That's a little off target. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf going like a man possessed at the moment. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Schneider.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There will be a throw-in. Seedorf. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And pull it! It's hit the upright. Now that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Bullet is wide and looking to get onto this. And the counter is on. Rafael Varane. That's been drilled forward. Tonali does really well to win the ball there. And it's Schneider. And that could set him on his way. Shoots! Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Seedorf opts to play it back. Now it's Pelé. Shot, surely! It's there! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And this is Hullet. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This for genuine comfort. Trustmark comes to the rescue. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Valverde powering forward here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Seedorf. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bellingham! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Valverde. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Rafael Varane. And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
今日ずれるね、パス。
Heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Hullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bellingham. There they go, hunting in packs. Vieira. And here's Hullet. He's having a hit! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, at least his
マジで決まんねえな、
good, Peter. Probably
PK は外して、お前、ローストも
judging by his
ポストで、お
reaction.
前。頼むぞ。
Spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tonali defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, cracking ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Aimed beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
St. Truden clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ibrahimovic. Driving forward. And it's Bellingham. And this is Hullet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Vieira. This is a promising build-up. That is ended up in no man's land. Ibrahimovic running with the ball. Bellingham. Ibrahimovic. Varane makes the interception. Araujo. Rafael Varane is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Schneider looking for options for movement. Now it's Tonali, and he's there to get it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Schneider, that has not gone well. Valverde. And Araujo. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Now it's Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Araujo. And it's Bellingham, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Look at the shot at goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Seedorf really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
ガウショー。ああ、ギブかよ。まだやんのかと思った。
For tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me.
おはよう。
ああ、ガルシーさんおはよう。いやー、今日は重たいから俺のサッカーができない日かもしれないな。
今日も一日元気に行くよ。
今日も一日元気に行きましょう。おい、ブラジルじゃねえかよ。勘弁してくれ、ブラジルは。なんか来そう、なんか来そう。今すごく来そうな感覚がある。3バック弱くない？俺3バックで戦ってんだけどさ、ガチ3バックの環境じゃないよね今。そんなこと思わないみんな。 なんかところどころ3バック弱えなって感じるシーンが増えたんだけど。
なんかやるなら5バックのショート
ねえ、5バックいいよね、絶対。俺も5バックやろうかな。ずっと前5でやってたし。だからさ、多分今までやったフォーメーションの中で一番勝率高いの5バックなんだよね、俺は。でも、ジョーカーさんにだけは5バックマジ通用しなかった。まあ、ディビジョンだとさ、5バックめっちゃ勝てんだよね。やっぱ不安が少ないよね、やっぱ後ろに5人いるから。俺3人しかいないからさ、今。怖いんだよね、突っ込むの。まあ、ある意味それが、規制かかってるじゃかかってるからいいんだけど。5バックありだなぁ。
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
これいる？
There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that is commitment to the cause.
クルトワ？お前、何してんねん。
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
やばい、やばい。いやー、まあまあまあまあまあまあ。いいよいいよ。
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defense saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate.
あー、先制されちゃったか。ちょっと戦い方変えんといけん。
Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and
さあ、
made it
どういう守備
perfect.
してくる？ああ、そういう守備か。
Madrid finding them and Hullet. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Nedved. Ibrahimovic goes for a shot.
やばい。
Well taken goal.
これはやばいぞ。
A trice, and they are soaring.
イージーミス。
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
ライカルト、賢っ。
Saki Frontale are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Valverde.
いやー、そこ AI に行かせんのか。なるほどね。
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions
Yeah, you
now
know.
could see them lose it.
Out towards the flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's being shifted off it. Pele. Seedorf. Rijkaard with the clearance. Vieira. Rafael Varane. Bellingham. And Araujo. Valverde. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Araujo. More and more pressure on the ball here. He's a sharp little ball here.
あー、ごめん。
Somewhat off target. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pelé. Half an hour played now. Valverde is onto this. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Seedorf is onto it in a flash. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Vieira does really well.
わー、やばいかもしれない。あー、ちょっと待って。うわー。いやー、これ追いつくのが限界かもしれないな。
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Kawasaki Frontale find a position of real strength now. Tries to pass it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
うわー、ライカールといい仕事してんな。
Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely aimed pass. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. No, that's been intercepted.
やべえ、やられた。
Driving on and making good progress.
まあ、ですよね。あー。
Now it's Hazard. And it's Nedved. Pelé. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Valverde. And that top. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's it for the first half.
これはもうやるしかねえぞー。3-0からどこまでいけっかな。
Gets us going once more. Madrid decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Picked out brilliantly.
いやー、そっち防ぐんか。プスカシが左利きだって知ってるこの人。いた。ナイス。いける。
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Bellingham. That's good vision. And this is Hullet. And he shoots!
いや
He doesn't look too happy
ー、
with
俺が悪いか。
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss
セイドル
is
フだもんな。
controlling his effort then.
Now he's got space here. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Nice control.
そ
That
れ
is
外すのはベンチ外。
second corner of the game.
いや、マジセイドルフだから今のは俺が悪いよ、多分。いやー、やばい。
The crossbar.
お
The frame of the goal
ー
again.
神様はまだ俺に向いてくれてるかもしれないな、俺。やばい。
That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Tries to play it through. Yeah. And here's Hullet. Lovely pass. Big chance! And it's in! Back to within 1! Interesting! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid now just needing 1.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been played through. And he's intervened well there. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now that's well seen too. It's an inviting looking ball that. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Pull it.
あー、ごめん。もう焦ってる
That's
わ。
great positioning, so good from him.
Pushkas looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Vieira turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Hullet. Hullet ploughing through. Can he finish? Nedved gets it away. Azar, and they can counter here. Now that looks a decent ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Might be danger here. And he's heaved it away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Pele going face to face with his great rival. Seedorf. Bellingham. And the counter is on. And this is Hullet. The referee's awarded a free kick.
セイドルフのあの1点が響いてるよ。間違えたー。
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 4. Nedved. Number 20.
Not got that quite right.
Coming on the field. Number 18.
Fernandez ventures forward.
Number 22.
Fernandez puts a cross in.
Number
Clearance is short.
Messi. Substitutions taking
Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Soboslai powering forward here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that has sent him sprawling.
うわー、そっち呼ぶのか。
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
added time.
バカ。
Oh, what has happened here? Maldini is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Ibrahimovic.
あー、ごめん。
And that
い
will
や
Madrid perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.
聞いたな。やっぱそうだよね。久しぶりに433やったけど面白かったな。
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look. Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's picked his way through. Chance here to counter. Varane totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, Peter, it's so good to see everyone show the appreciation that's fully deserved. Although, I'm sure he himself...
Shapes to shoot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Saliba getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that looks a decent ball. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Valverde. Now it's Pelé. He's on it. Can he get away? So it is still 0-0. Valverde, renowned for his long-range shooting. Pelé. And he's running through. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Dida did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pelé. And here's Hullet. Seedorf cuts it out. Quality ball. Hullet. And it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Pelé. Cruyff. And it's Seedorf. Hullet gets a good foot in there. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Pelé gets on his bike and on the move. And here's Hullet. Hullet ploughing. And Hullet! And he nearly went all the way.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
And it's Seedorf. Rafael Varane. Bellingham. And Araujo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Valverde. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Nicely aimed pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Valverde shifted it to the flank.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bellingham. And this is Pelé. Takes on his marker. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Hullet. And it's Cruyff. Aims beyond the defence. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Madrid have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Pelé.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Great, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's heaved it away. Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hullet. And here's the chance to counter. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Valverde. Great chance! Superb from Valverde! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Valverde. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Pelé. Pelé. Oh, this is a very good run. So much time and space here. Opts to play it back. Valverde! Brilliant from Valverde! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Driving through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cruyff running with the ball. Steaming on. He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. And it's Hullet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Hazard. Seedorf. Seedorf. Might be danger here. Hullet driving forwards. And he's there to retrieve it. Seedorf. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Valverde. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. No, again, there's no way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Araujo. And that is that. Madrid are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Valverde claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what do you think?
いやー、さっきの負け聞いたな、マジで。もさきそう。
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are ready to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Well, what a remarkable couple of years it has been for this boy. So talented, so young. He conquered Europe with his country after his first full season at just 16 years old. His possibilities, Jim, do appear limitless.
Well, the sky really is the limit, Peter.
Valverde! Rashford. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
どういうこと理解できないんだけど。
Oh, he's burst through. And it's Hullet. Bellingham. And here's Valverde. And this is Hullet. Nicely spread. Yamal. Martin. De Jong. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
内入りじゃねえか、お前そ
What a
れ。
dampener that was. Just
要は
when
足出し
we
た
were
な。
hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Martin. Kunde.
は
And Araujo. So it is still 0-0. Valde. Pedri.
やべ。
Can he finish?
いやー、もう何してんの俺は。
Barcelona! And there is your opener. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Now the shapes to shoot. It's loose, and again. Has another go. And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Knocks it in. Rashford! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Yamal plays it short. And here's Yamal. De Jong. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Valverde looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Gullit looking to receive it in space.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's very neat. Very nicely done. Oh, well played, well played. Tries to think it through. Oh, that was vital. Distributed tidily. Good chance here! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Varane. Now it's Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So much time and space here. Pelé. Can he get on the end of this? Koundé, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Rashford. He's found a way past. And that's gone behind for a goal. Now it's Lewandowski. He's looking wide. Rashford gets into a good position. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's Valverde. He's found a way through. De Jong gets it clear. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Madrid come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we get things going again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. No.
Oh, shooting chance! Of course! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pedri does really well to win the ball there. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Pelé. And he's had it nicked away.
Pelé really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Madrid have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on? They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tries to play it through. Araujo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Lewandowski. That's a corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. And here's Gavi. Pedri. De Jong. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now that's well seen too. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, such a clever touch. Look at the space here. Real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Valverde is offering a wry smile there.
It's a pretty loose pass. Madrid have it back and can go again. He's picked his way through, and this is Lewandowski. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Pelé. Deftly away. That's a good ball out wide. Bellingham picks it up out wide. He's got away. And they're back on the ball again. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 20, el dorsal 13, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 21.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Sustituidos por el dorsal 3,
In comes the corner.
el dorsal 10, el dorsal 4, Messi.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
El dorsal 17. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And it's been taken short. And here's Dani Olmo. Rafinha is onto this.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
네. 나루.
And it's Lopez.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Endrick. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi makes a dash for it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Dani Olmo. Looking to play him in. Rafinha.
Huh?
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Dani Olmo. Rafinha in the hunt and looking threatening. Now it's Puskas.
あー、ゴミ。
Tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's through here. Lewandowski has it out wide and in space. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that'll be the end of that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides...
3バックマジやられんな。しんどくなってきたな、マジで。
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective.
It's Neymar! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Neymar can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And it's Valverde. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Bellingham. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
あー、終わった。あー、先制か。先制されたわ。え どういうことだよ、もう。はあ。
Of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're very much on the way now. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup. Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergomi?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
Madrid have reclaimed it. Pelé. Passes short and sharp. Pelé purring through the gears. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
It's hit the crossbar. Decent hit from there. And it's Hullet. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Hullet. Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
ああ、もうイージーすぎる。
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Still goalless. Valverde. Now it's Hullet. Nedved. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He was under real pressure there. Oh, good take in a good area. Bergomi can clear it away. Konate. And here's Hullet. And Hullet!
当たんの今の。マジっすか学園。
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And they've got rid. Milan have the chance to go the other way.
もう本当にバカ。
Pele. Pele going face to face with his great rival. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Valverde. Pele! It's there! The first significant strike.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Vieira. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
081
Succumbs to the pressure. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
旦那さんおつ。
Now it's Valverde.
Ah, 本当に下手す
The
ぎてもう
defence
話に
proved
ならない。
infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Araujo.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
No, he's not getting his way this time. And this is run.
3桁じゃないね。
Konate. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Azar. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Hullet. Van Dijk was in no mood for any of that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Could go all the way here. Now there's a fine ball.
お前国帰れ。
The referee says that is that for the first half.
3桁じゃないよ。
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
マジで弱え俺。
Go in at half
ゴミだわ。
with a 1-0 lead.
ゴミ。
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They
判定員させてもろてます。
with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Madrid have made the crucial
Unti
breakthrough,
desu.
and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. The second half. Can he finish? And he couldn't finish.
Hullet has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Looking for the run. That's beautifully weighted. And he was alert to it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really...
もううんちです。
They have every right.
ゴミです。
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pele, given the lift of
もううんちです。
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pele. Oh, perfectly measured that. But that has not gone well. And here's Hullet. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Time and again they are repelled. And he's only too happy to take that back. Makaleli. That's a shade optimistic.
マジでうんちだわ、本当
Going
に。
for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
寝よう。
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's Thuram. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
イブラヒモビッチ頼むよ。
Away.
あー、イブラヒモビッチ頼む。
Has he got?
イブラヒモビッチ。
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
もう。
It's their second corner of the game.
ちょっと俺ガウーショでドリブルしたい。ガウーショでドリブルしたいからガウーショに戻す。
Plays it short. And here's Ronaldinho.
ガウーショ。インパクトフェイク。あー。
And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball.
いいよ。
And he's in on goal. It's Ibrahim.
ああ、もうダメだ。私はもう本当にもう終わったかもしれない。
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
うん。
Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
やばい。本当にもう私は終わったかもしれません。ああ、助かってるわ。ありがと
Looking for
う。
the
レッツゴー、バモ。
Firm header just off target.
助かる
That's
わ、
a
今の。
really decent chance.
'This is a promising build-up. And here's Ronaldinho. Puskás. And this is Puskás.
もう、マジっすか
Beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the
ちょ
other.
っとなんで
It's a pretty loose pass. Nedved is one whose deliveries we all know about. Thinks about the shot. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
They may end up with
Ah,
some
mo, what
regret
the-
with this tactic, but you have to
Neo.
admire their commitment to goals.
Mateus, good strong
ああ、もう
midfield
全
running.
然見てなかった。ごめん。
Can he get it through?
もう本当にもう本当にごめんなさい。
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nedved. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, yet another interception and a show of
Eh.
anticipation to be commended.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look.
ああ、もうガウガウショ、ガウショ、ガウショ。ガウショ、ガウショ。おー
And he's been shifted off it.
おー
There's some great running on show here, but
Ah.
ultimately there was no way
ちょっ
through.
と待って、もう誰でもいいから、それも。ああ、レッツゴー。ああ、来た。うわ、ああ、
Now, can they get him away?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Very much into the last knockings. Ronaldinho. There he goes, motoring forward.
ガウショ、ガウショ、
He's
ガウシ
shifting
ョ、
through the gears here.
ガウショ。
They've won a corner.
なんだ今の。
So, third corner of the game.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 32. Tevez.
Ronaldinho with the short.
俺はローター、もう本当にやばいかもしれない。本当にもう守備いますか？あ、いました。あ、やばいです。レッツゴー。
Oh, nicely intercepted. Distributed tidily.
お前さ、これで入れられたら俺、本当壁壊すからな。ちょっと待ってくれ。やばいかもしれない。俺壁壊すぞ、本当に。マジで、壁は、壊しません。
Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. And that's that.
ダメだ。
Well, that was tense. Boy, that was
壁押し。
今日勝てる気しね。
sides separated by the game's only goal. Well,
勝
after
て
all
る
of
気しない
that,
けど、もう
Jim,
なんか
what are you
納得のい
thinking?
く試合が
Well,
で
it
きない
may
か
be
らもうやめよ
smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought.
う。負けるし、引き分けるし、無効試合になるし、もう意味わかんない。もう本当にやばい。はあ、皆さんおやすみなさい。お疲れ様でした。